everyone, and welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. I wanted to take an opportunity today as we have reached our ninth week of these exercises to really kind of explore what we have learned thus far. And as this card says, honor the courage and recognize the journey that you have taken and how far you have come. We've started out really focusing in on, again, boundaries and recognizing that you deserve to take up space and that you are worthwhile to focus in on yourself and your own thoughts and feelings, um, finding yourself being grounded and supported, and then moving into feelings of being safe and home and loved within your own body. Recognizing that your healing is not linear, and that's okay. Focusing also on your breath and how taking that time for you to just relax and calm yourself and finding the anchor in yourself through your breathing, releasing those things that don't serve you again, and honoring those boundaries and recognizing that you are brave while also protecting yourself and your energy and creating space for enjoyment and time for yourself. So again, today's post focuses on honoring the courage that every one of you have taken as you've decided to explore this trauma-informed yoga along with me, and recognizing, especially for those of you who maybe this is completely new to you, maybe you didn't think that you could do yoga poses, because oftentimes we think about these big wide poses where everyone is on the floor and being able to kind of bend their body in kind of pretzel shapes, and not everybody is capable of doing that. But recognizing through these simple poses, you can get some movement, you can get some flow, you can build some energy for yourself. And even for those of you that maybe are not as mobile, still being able to do this in ways that are helpful and healthy for your own body. So let's go ahead and move into our pose for today. So I invite you to go ahead and make your way to either a standing or a seated position, starting off again in that mountain pose like we always do. So if you're standing, just feet about shoulder width apart, hands down comfortably at your side. Seated, again, sitting up, nice and tall posture, not slumping your shoulders forward, so that you have, that good posture to allow good flow of breath, and sitting a little bit farther towards the edge of your chair. Whatever feels kind of most comfortable for your body today, go ahead and do, whether it feels seated or standing. Once you're in this yoga seat or yoga position of the mountain pose, go ahead and feel free to explore extending your arms high up in the sky. And as we did last week with our heart opening pose, go ahead and invite your palms together and allow the thumbs and the index fingers to touch one another as you do this. If you can't do that, just go ahead and bring your palms together as it feels most comfortable for you. On your inhale breath, I invite you to notice the length of your spine and extend this steeple grip towards the sky. Take a moment again to honor your incredible courage. On your exhale breath, I invite you to extend your arms up and over to the right, finding a gentle arc. And feel free to bend only as deeply as it feels good in your body. On your next inhale breath, and when you feel ready, make your way back up to center. And on your next exhale breath, I invite you to extend your arms up and over to the left side, and inviting that gentle stretch in your side of the body. You may notice that you can move farther on one side versus the other. That's okay. Just move to the flow that works best for your body. Move as far as you feel comfortable. And go ahead on your next inhale, or when you feel ready, bring yourself back up to center. Go ahead and bring your hands back down now to your sides. Rest them comfortably in your lap if you're seated. Now this moon is sorry, this pose is known as the half moon, and I'm sure you kind of felt that as you were going forward. You were kind of extending yourself to the right, then over to the left, making kind of a half moon shape with your body. Now we're going to go ahead and do this into a much more simpler flow where you kind of bring your arms up, move to one side, hold for 3 breaths, back to the center, hold for 3 breaths, and then back to the other side for 3 breaths. So when you're ready, go ahead and let's start off on an inhale breath. Bring your arms straight up to the sky, palms together, and exhale. Go ahead and move to the right, bending as far as you feel comfortable, keeping your hands together as you do so. Let's hold for 3 breaths. And on our next inhale, again, up to center. And exhale over to the left. Again, stretching as far as you feel comfortable to the left side. Don't go any farther than what you feel comfortable for doing. This isn't about the extent of your stretch. This is about just getting the movement and flow within your body. And let's hold this position for 2 more breaths. And in our next inhale, go ahead and bring back up to center. And exhale when you reach the top. And let's go ahead back to the right on our next exhale. Hold for 3 breaths. And then our next inhale, back up towards center. Hold for 3 breaths. And next inhale, go ahead and towards the left. Hold for 3 breaths. And inhale back up towards center. Hold for 3. Let's go ahead and do our last rotation. Inhale to the right. 2 more breaths. Inhale up towards center. Hold for 3. And inhale back towards the left. Hold for 3. And go ahead and inhale back up towards center. Let's take 1 more deep breath in. And release out on a sigh. And let's bring our hands straight down towards center, right in front of our heart. And allow ourselves just to sit here for a moment and collect our breath. Our heartbeat to maybe regulate a little bit if you notice it beating a little bit faster. Go ahead when you're ready back to mountain pose, so hands down at your side or in your lap if you're sitting. Let's take 1 more deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. All right, and I hope that you're all feeling really good. Again, this one was about honoring our courage and recognizing that how far you have come. And although I did not express that as we were moving through the pose, that was our intent for today. You can go ahead and continue to do these poses if you want to, saying the mantra out loud or the intention out loud, whatever feels best for you. But again, I thank you for joining me on this journey. I look forward to seeing you next week for our 10th pose. And as always, have a great week and take care.